the darkness. You know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet. The 90s song and it belongs to us. The time has come, now raise them up. When we hit the streets, it's a main event. Like we landed on the moon, nothing been the same since. Now let the limelight shine bright. We're in our prime, at the time of our life. We own the night. Hear us screaming louder. Can you see the fire in our eyes? Come on. We own the night. Walk among the giants in a den of lions. It's our time. That's right. We own the night. Whoa, whoa. We own the night. Whoa, whoa. We own the night. Living to the fullest like we dodging bullets on racing car chasing amazing. We everywhere, doing everything. Don't blink, you don't want to miss a thing. Let's go. Living to the fullest like we dodging bullets on racing car chasing amazing. We everywhere, doing everything. Don't blink, you don't want to miss a thing.
Night, hear us screaming louder. Can you see the fire in our eyes?
We own the night. Walk among the giants in a den of lions. It's our time. Come on. We own the night. We own the night. That's right. We own the night. We own the night. We own the night.
Welcome and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Nation Network. It is time for Impact Wrestling, and tonight it is time for the Rumble Royal. We are going to punch somebody's ticket to the next major event here at Impact Wrestling, but who will it be? We've got the knockouts in competition tonight as well. So much action coming your way. Stay with us for Impact Wrestling. Well, it's time. It's time. It's Nation time. For over 17 years, we have brought you some of the most original content anywhere. And now is your chance to join the Nation. Exclusively here on YouTube. click that subscribe button right now. Make sure you hit the like button when you're watching the videos and hit that bell notification so you know when we go live. Make sure you follow us on Twitter as well. We are One Nation. The Nation Network brings you the stars of today's WWE roster in alternative storylines. Whether you like it Raw or prefer to be SmackDown, or even check out tomorrow's Legends today with NXT. We have them all right here on the Nation Network. All right, fans, we are ready to kick things off. The knockouts will be on display here tonight. This opening match with a lot of history going into it.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Well, you talk about the history going into this match, and I've got to tell everybody right now, if you're not aware of what's been going on here at Impact Wrestling, Savannah Evans pretty much is standing in at this moment for Tasha Steelz, who should be the one getting in the ring tonight. Well, Savannah Evans and Tasha Steelz, they are joined at the hip, those two. They are thick as thieves, and Savannah Evans may be fighting Tasha Steelz' battle here tonight. But I got news for you. This is going to be a very, very interesting matchup to see how this one goes down. Title's not on the line here tonight. I'm not sure that really matters to either of these two ladies.
And from Austin, Texas, the Impact Women's Champion, Jordynne Grace.
Jordynne Grace making her way down the aisle towards the ring. She is the Knockouts champion, and that's not by accident. Definitely not by accident. As Jordynne steps in the ring, and again, this all goes back several weeks ago now. Tasha Steelz was in a match for that title. Steve Macklin came down to ringside, passed the chair into Tasha Steelz, used it on the champion, got herself disqualified. And since then, it's been a catch as catch can event. Jordynne Grace has not been able to get her hands on Tasha Steelz. She's been playing cat and mouse with her ever since. And tonight, look at this, sends in her support team of Savannah Evans. Yeah, a lot of people, myself included, were very surprised that it wasn't Savannah Evans that was the one throwing the steel chair into her partner. Jordynne Grace said very clearly that I'm going to make an example out of Savannah Evans here tonight, and Tasha Steelz is going to know exactly what is in line for her in the not-too-distant future. You can run, but you can't hide. What a clothesline. Oh, my goodness. And Jordynne Grace taking down the much bigger opponent. Savannah Evans is absolutely no small wrestler, especially in the women's division. She is extremely powerful. There are very few that can match that power. Now, of course, she's in the ring with one who definitely can in the world champion. Oh, the clothesline all the way over the top rope. It was that hard to kill that Jordynne Grace successfully defended the Knockouts Championship against Mickie James, thus ending the career of Mickie James in the process. And now she says it's back to business. She is back to being focused on what's in front of her. What's in front of her right now is Savannah Evans, but she knows what's really behind Savannah Evans, and that, of course, is Tasha Steelz. Well, Jordynne Grace wastes no time at all, making sure everybody knows, including Savannah, who the powerhouse really is. Any other match, Savannah Evans would be in probably the driver's seat by now. Oh, what's going on here? Tasha Steelz. Better late than never. Jordynne Grace better turn around before it's too late. She gets rolled up. 2 3/4 count. And now Jordynne Grace has got her up, and Tasha Steelz right there to watch. Backpack stunner. Well, that's one half of the ride, and now she's going to try and go for the fall from Grace, and if she hits it, it's all over. She's got that pump handle and drives her head and neck into the mat. Referee's in for 2 and make it 3. Right in front of Tasha Steelz. When you want to talk about sending a message, I don't think you can send a more powerful one than the one that was just sent by Jordynne Grace. I'd have to agree with that wholeheartedly. There's the backpack stunner and goes right into it. The fall from Grace.
Here is your winner, Jordynne Grace.
Tremendous victory for the Knockouts champion here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have not heard the last of her and Tasha Steelz. You can be sure of that. We'll be back with some more action in just a moment.
Now airing exclusively on the Nation Network, Wrestle Chat.
Mandy Rose being fired.
All the news of the day in the world of professional wrestling.
You know, the big news that came out today is about Mandy Rose, of course. Have you actually seen the video?
The show where you can actually interact live.
And yeah, she's naked, her boobs are there, but the water does distort.
Your questions, your thoughts, even your answers.
The European Championship.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Vince is doing what's best for him, not necessarily what's best for the company. Guys, this is a WWE. We are not talking about Walt Disney World.
Whether it's the news of the day,
Because all he's going to do is hand over the keys to the kingdom.
collecting, or anything to do with professional wrestling, you'll find it all right here on the Nation Network on Wrestle Chat.
Well, it's time! It's time! It's Nation time! For over 17 years, we have brought you some of the most original content anywhere. And now is your chance to join the Nation. Exclusively here on YouTube. Click that subscribe button right now. Make sure you hit the like button when you're watching the videos and hit that bell notification so you know when we go live. Make sure you follow us on Twitter as well. We are One Nation.
All right, fans, we are back. More Knockouts action. This time it is in the tag team division, and the rumors are true, ladies and gentlemen. That is Jessica.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Rose Marie.
Well, Taya Valkyrie and Jessica now is officially a member of the realm. Well, we'd heard rumor. Our last time out here, we didn't know what had happened to Reckoning, and come to find out, she was assaulted in the locker room area prior to the match. Nobody can prove anything, but it is believed to be at the hands of Virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo, and of course, Masha Slamovich. Well, they were trying to take the odds down a little bit in their favor, but that has backfired on them in a big way as we take a look at who's in the ring now. Be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it.
Women's Tag Team Champions.
Masha Slamovich, Deonna Purrazzo, the most unlikely teaming. This started out as a one-night thing, and it turned out to be a tag team title defense. They are now the tag team champions and knockout tag team champions here at Impact Wrestling. And a lot of people, myself included, didn't think there was a chance that that was going to happen when they became a team. But despite whatever differences they may have, they have found a way to work together, and they've done it very well. We want to welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network. Shout out to Andrew Roberts. Chuck is in the house along with Juan Cordero. There's the bell. Action's underway right in the middle of the ring, and it's Masha going up against Jessica. Irish whip to the ropes, back out front. Clothesline, and down goes Slamovich. While the Knockouts tag team title's not on the line here tonight, you can better believe Jessica is all set to send a loud message to the tag team champions here tonight.
Well, Slamovich now coming back with a couple of big hits of her own, and she's going to have to. This is an unusual circumstance for her. She's normally the powerhouse in a match, but here right now tonight, she's going up against a totally different type of force of nature than she's used to.
Jessica just shoves her up. Oh, my right hand. And Slamovich pays the price.
Well, this is exactly what I'm talking about. If you want to get in there with the bigger people, you're going to have to take some big shots.
There's another one. Taya Valkyrie just dropped her off the apron with a drop kick to the floor. Now Taya Valkyrie on the top rope. What is she going to do? Hurricane Rana, are you kidding me?
The amount of concentration and overall wherewithal it takes to pull off a move like that is second to none. Taya Valkyrie is proving why she is one of the top performers in the world of wrestling.
Oh, and look at this. Slamovich going after Rosemary here at the ringside area. This is the Masha Slamovich we've come to get used to. Masha fighting her way out of the grasp of Taya Valkyrie. Oh, and there's that Russian clothesline.
Some people might call it a sickle, and I'll tell you what, you're not going to see too many people get up from that one.
Shades of Nikita Koloff. Oh, and Taya Valkyrie. Look at this. Masha's still going after Rosemary. She's not even legal in the match. Oh! Taya comes off the top rope.
Well, now we're just throwing caution to the wind, and we're using a lot of poor judgment, in my opinion. You don't want to be doing things like that in a match like this on the floor. You're the tag team champions, and the titles are not on the line tonight. Why would you run the risk of that kind of a serious injury?
Well, it's becoming personal. If it wasn't before, it's definitely personal now. Into the steel steps. This one is breaking down, ladies and gentlemen. What is it going to be like for the Rumble Royal?
Special shout out to Ancient Clown joining us here live for the Nation Network.
Hurricane Rana nicely done again. And now Masha fighting her way back. Missed with the back fist, and now Taya's going to make her pay. No, she's not.
Well, both of these women have had the answer for one another.
That's it. That is it. That clothesline could have took her head off. The referee's there, one. And Taya Valkyrie kicks out.
I would like to know how she was able to do that. Especially on a one count.
Now the Virtuosa in there with her. Make a legitimate point. It's not often that you see people kick out of that Masha clothesline, and even less on a count of one. And now look at this. The former Knockouts World Champion turns her over into a Boston Crab, and now putting a lot of pressure on the lower back.
Referee was right there to see if she wanted to break it up, and now look at this. Jessica getting involved in this match.
Jessica back out to the apron as the referee starts his count. Snapmare takes Purrazzo over, and Taya Valkyrie with a chop to the back and then a roundhouse kick to the chest. Tag is made. Here comes Jessica. And Purrazzo may have bitten off more than she can chew, but she's got a great advantage going right now. She stunned the bigger opponent and drops her with a DDT.
And then very quickly turns around and makes the tag to Masha Slamovich, which, I'll be honest with you, not a bad call.
Slamovich might be better off in the power department, and you're going to need your power up against somebody like Jessica, who's right now stunned. Shoulders are down. Referee's there. Taya Valkyrie to make the save. Running clothesline. For a moment, all four, but now it's 2 against 1. Jessica fighting all by herself. Headbutts Masha Slamovich and drops the big leg. What a turn. Hooks the leg, going for the cover. Referee's there. 1. And Slamovich kicking out.
Well, that was a tremendous turn of events right there, and all of a sudden, just that quickly, the momentum shifts.
She's got Masha up, and it's going to be the white noise. And now follows it up with a choke slam, and Masha Slamovich has never been manhandled like this before.
Well, when you talk about some of the bigger women in the history of professional wrestling, we've got to think about people like Awesome Kong, for example. And I'm really reminded of just that when I look at her in the ring right here.
Save was made. Jessica was getting ready to pull off the trigger and the win. And now focusing her attention on the Virtuosa, sends her outside the ring. And now Masha one-on-one. Jessica's got her. White noise once again. That should be it.
Could have gone for the cover, instead decides to make the tag. You want to take advantage of the fact right now that the Virtuosa is outside the ring, unable to make a save.
What a timing right there by Taya Valkyrie. Slamovich came running in. She caught her with an overhead belly-to-belly suplex to make her pay the price. And now Valkyrie comes off. Springboards out of the corner into a tornado DDT. Going for the cover. The Virtuosa's back up now. And there to make the save.
Purrazzo trying everything she can to get an advantage over Jessica. That was not happening, and once again we have all 4 participants in the ring.
Slamovich was trying something there, but Taya Valkyrie caught her. Oh, nice move right there by Slamovich. Had her up in the air, and then a big kick right to the back of the neck. And now the tag team champions with the tag. The double team. Virtuosa from the top rope. Scud missile. That flying shoulder tackle.
Oh, now Purrazzo's going after the arm, but I don't know what happened there. She didn't hold on to it.
Instead decides to go for the cover. Got 2. She got it. Almost got it. Almost got it.
Once again, want to send a shout out to Blazed Radio joining us here live tonight.
Welcome once again to the Nation Network. This is Impact Wrestling. Oh, got the butterfly, couldn't get it done. Taya Valkyrie turns it around and hits her with a sickle of her own.
Stealing a page from the book of Masha Slamovich, and now Jessica, well rested, back into the match.
She caught her. Oh my! The tombstone from hell. It's over. There's 1. If not for the save by Purrazzo, this one was over.
What a tremendous move right there by Jessica. I'll tell you what, her debut with the Realm here tonight, doing extraordinarily well. And now Masha Slamovich.
All the way over the top rope into the floor. Boy, I'll tell you what. I have a funny feeling the Virtuosa, look at this, manhandling Slamovich is Jessica. I have a funny feeling they're going to regret taking out Reckoning. Jessica brings a totally different vibe to the realm, and she is dominating.
She's dominating Masha Slamovich of all people, and that's not something we say very often.
Has her up and now couldn't hold her. Slamovich dropping Jessica on the back of her head. Boy, some exciting moments in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Could have gone either way already. Both teams have had more than their fair share of opportunity. The Virtuoso winding that arm up. Oh, and a big right hand. Purrazzo is in trouble.
Well, the reason she's a former world champion is she knows how to turn the tide when she needs to, and that's exactly what she's done right here.
Trying to pull Jessica away, but that's no easy task. Oh, and now look at this. She's got it. Going after the arms.
The Queen's Gambit, but it doesn't happen here tonight. At least not yet.
Taya Valkyrie sent over the top rope. She's on the apron, and now a big shot to the head of Jessica, who might be out. There's the referee's count, 1, 2. And she just barely kicked out.
See Taya Valkyrie in her corner now and trying to get Jessica to come over. There's that. She was about to put the armbar on her.
She had it, but she was too close to the ropes. And Jessica saved by the fact that her leg was underneath the bottom rope. I don't remember the last time I saw a match with this many momentum turns. And now Slamovich gonna take advantage of a down Jessica and gets the win. But it wasn't easy. You see Rosemary ringside, she's not happy.
Well, I'll tell you what, the realm was dangerous before. What we're looking at here tonight, in my opinion, is a totally different, revamped version of the realm, and I think there is absolutely nothing that will stop them from eventually taking those tag team titles away.
I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if it happened, but it didn't happen tonight. Titles weren't on the line. They didn't get the win, but I definitely want to see those four ladies go at it again. We'll be back with the Rumble Royal.
For over 15 years, the Nation Network has brought you the greatest wrestling action anywhere. The best of the past, the present, and the future. And now, with 2K22, we take the next step together as a nation. Oh, yeah! What you gonna do, man, when the Nation Network runs wild on you?
The following contest is the Royal Rumble match. The two superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start in the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order that they drew. This will continue until all 30 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations occur when a superstar is thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and go on to face the champ.
All right, the rule's pretty simple. And look who drew number one, Rich Swann.
Introducing the participants. First, from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 178 pounds, Richie.
Well, Rich Swann drawing the number one, going to make it a very difficult task to make it to the end. You're talking about 30 different wrestlers coming down that aisle, getting into that ring with all one goal in mind, and that is to take everyone else in that ring, put them over the top rope, and make sure both feet hit the floor. That is the only way you can be eliminated.
Well, Swann doesn't look at all nervous coming in at number one. Actually looks a little bit confident, perhaps overconfident. I don't know how you could be coming in at number one.
Of course, the million-dollar question is who has number two?
Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
True number two, from Pineville, West Virginia, weighing in at 203 pounds, Heath.
The redhead rebel, Heath, making his way into the ring.
Well, both of these men are going to have a very tough battle ahead of them. Whether you're one or number two, you're both going to be in there the same amount of time if you were to make it to the end. The odds of that happening, let me call Vegas real quick, but I don't think they're going to be very good.
I don't think so either, and Heath with a size advantage right now. Shot right upside there. Nice move, though, by Swann. He gives up a little bit in size for certain, but his athleticism is on display. Off the top rope with a moonsault.
Very dangerous maneuver right there, not just because of the fact that you could get injured, but you're talking about the top rope. If he were to slip and fall outside the ring, he eliminates himself.
Bandito with number three now. Comes up with a reverse Hurricane Rana, and Swann might be out.
Want to send a shout out to J-Rocks joining us here live on the Nation Network.
Bandito unloading with a series of rights. Number four, and it's Mike Bailey, the X Division champion. Everyone knows whoever wins this is going to be considered the number one contender for whatever title they want. Any championship title that you want. It could be the tag team title, it could be the X Division title, and of course it could be for the World Championship.
A competitor has been eliminated.
And Bandito's already gone. Speedball with a big move right there.
Yeah, he caught him, and Heath paying the price, and now look at this. We've got Delirious in the ring.
Talk about a wily veteran. Delirious indeed is that. Speedball Mike Bailey, Rich Swann going at it in the other corner. There are no friends in the Rumble Royal, I beg your pardon. Over the top. Could be. Oh, he dropped him on the top rope. And look at this. The Japanese superstar Kushida.
Well, this is truly going to be a who's who of professional wrestling. Impact with one of the most impressive rosters you'll find in any wrestling organization in America.
Over the top rope to the apron, and Bayley survives for the moment and back through the ropes. Let's see who's in next. Sami Callihan. Of course, Sami Callihan lately been running with the Design, trying to get in their good graces. Diener putting him through the paces, and now you have to wonder exactly what instructions has he been given. Wow, Kushida goes over the top rope and out already.
I hope he didn't fly in just for this one.
Chris Bay coming down the aisle. And Heath has just been sent crashing to the floor. The number 2 entrant has been eliminated, but number 1 is still in there.
He is still in there for the moment, Chris Bay. And Rich Swann tying up, and that's a match I wouldn't mind seeing.
Alex Shelley representing the Motor City Machine Gun slides under the bottom rope, and it's on. We've got bodies everywhere right now, 6 all together in the ring with a common goal: eliminate the other 5. Delirious has gone over the top to the floor. He is eliminated. The hardcore icon, Tommy Dreamer.
Well, the innovator of violence is going to be stepping inside the squared circle here tonight as part of the Rumble Royal. And I've got to tell you what, when you're the innovator of violence, anything goes.
But Tommy Dreamer recently having a major feud with his longtime friend and colleague, Bully Ray. Whether or not these two are going to get a chance to match up here in this match tonight, time will tell. As we get to number 11, Matt Cardona. It is breaking down, ladies and gentlemen, and now there goes Chris Bay. He's eliminated. Bayley hangs on. Swann couldn't finish the job. Sami Callihan has been eliminated. And here comes Bully Ray.
Well, we asked the question, would he and Tommy Dreamer be in the ring at the same time? The answer is yes. Now the question is, will they find their way through this sea of humanity and get to one another?
Rich Swann is hanging on for all he's worth. Cardona trying to eject him from the Rumble.
Wasn't able to get the job done. Matt Cardona gonna have to start all over again.
Big clothesline by Cardona on Tommy Dreamer, and Speedball Mike Bailey going to work on Bully Ray. And it is the Design himself, Cody Diener. Bully Ray now close to being eliminated.
Bailey wasn't able to pull the trigger. He almost had it. Almost had him.
And Bully again. He's eliminated. Rich Swann has eliminated Bully Ray.
And he and Tommy Dreamer never had the chance to even realize, I don't think, that the other was in the match.
We've got 2 members right now of the Design. Khan has entered the fray. Tommy Dreamer is in trouble. He just eliminated Mike Bailey, and now Dreamer's getting ready to go.
He hung on to the bottom rope, though. He's not out yet.
Diener continues trying to eliminate Tommy Dreamer, but he won't go. The innovator of violence still in this one.
How about the fact that Rich Swann is still in this one? He was the #1 entrant in this entire match.
Zicky Dice coming to the party. And he locks up with Tommy Dreamer. Has him by the throat. Doesn't get to do anything about it. Tommy Dreamer with a sit-out slam. And there's that Dreamer driver. Cardona matching up right now with Khan and his tag team partner, the other half of the major players. Brian Myers has entered the fray. Will they work together? You would think they would.
Well, indeed, you would think they would. It would make sense to do it. You don't have to go at one another until the very end. You might as well make sure that one of you is going to be the winner of the Rumble.
Matches like this can bring out some very interesting scenarios, things that you wouldn't have imagined. And friendships only go so far, but if either Matt or Brian were to win this thing, they could decide, hey, we're going after the Tag Team Championship.
That's a possibility. Another possibility would be that the winner would say, I want the world title for myself.
Man down, and Rich Swann, #1 in. But give credit where credit is due. He went deep into this Rumble.
A lot longer than I might have anticipated. Tremendous job by Rich Swann. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Not at all. Chop block by Zicky Dice on the knee of Cardona. And now get a look at this. Alex Shelley with a roundhouse kick. Almost took the head off it. Diener going at it with Khan, a member of his own team.
Well, as we said, there's no friends. It's every man for himself. And now look at this. All three members of the Design are in the match. Be very interesting to see if they will work together or after one another.
Diener right off the bat going after Alan Angels. Tied up on the ropes. Too much action to call, ladies and gentlemen. But now it is Angels, and he has got Alex Shelley in the corner. He's going to try and put him over that top rope.
Well, he's trying. Whether or not he'll be successful is a whole other world. Alex Shelley going to have to fight for all he's worth, and he did just that.
Zicky Dice dangling from the top rope. Zicky trying desperately, and he does. He manages to survive.
Look at Brian Myers with a series of vicious headbutts. Not something we're used to. Again, he's doing it.
Well, when you think of what's on the line in this one, people are going to pull out all the stops. And now Khan and Angels going at it with one another. And Diener has been eliminated. The Design is on the outside looking in. Cardona was close to being eliminated, but comes up with a big right cross. Buys him some time, and now Tommy Dreamer down. Khan and Angels going at it again. The teams you thought would work together are going head-to-head, and now Myers has been eliminated, and Matt Cardona back on his own. Representing the Bullet Club, it's Ace Austin. And there goes one half of the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley, all the way to the floor. Khan tied up on the ropes momentarily, but he fights his way back to the middle of the ring.
Really nice suplex right there by the Outlandish one on Tommy Dreamer, and Tommy's been in there for a minute.
It is a free-for-all, and oh, there's a super kick by Khan. And that takes Cardona out of the contest. Look at this. Jay White. We haven't seen him in months.
Well, Jay White, a member of the Bullet Club, and part of that faction is right here at Impact Wrestling.
There goes Ziggy Dice, courtesy of Jay White. The Outlandish one almost landed on the back of his head. Oh, and now we're getting down to the final 10. Moose. I would dare say he's going to be the biggest guy in the Rumble from here on out. Takes Tommy Dreamer, throws him to the middle of the ring.
Well, he may have made a mistake right there. He had Tommy Dreamer up, throw him over the top rope. Why keep him in the match? That makes no sense whatsoever.
Well, not everybody can be a genius. What are you going to do? Into the turnbuckle, and now Khan looking quickly to remove Ace Austin. Ace Austin hanging on. Ace Austin is gone. Jonathan Gresham has just entered the fray. Jay White was eliminated. I missed it.
I didn't see it either, and I'll tell you what, there's so much happening here. It's hard to keep it all in focus.
Tommy Dreamer eliminated by Khan, and look at this. Out of the 4 in the ring, 2 of them are representing the design.
And now they turn their attention and focus to one another. I just don't understand why you would do that.
I wouldn't.
Okay, I don't understand why they're doing that.
And Angels eliminated by Chris Sabin. Khan and Moose, the 2 biggest guys in this match, and boy, oh boy, I would like to see the 2 of them go at it. Super kick, and now it's the world champion, Josh Alexander, coming in at number 23.
Well, we talk about the winner of this thing gets to choose who exactly. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness.
Josh Alexander wasn't here for a cup of coffee. Eliminated by Jonathan Gresham. And Khan also sent outside the ring. Well, right now I've got to put my money on Moose. Newcomer Yuya Uemura. Another star from the Rising Sun. And he goes right after the biggest guy. Couldn't hold the weight.
Well, that's prison logic for you right there. When you want to make a statement in prison, you always go up to the biggest and the baddest guy and you punch him in the mouth.
Well, that logic has backfired right now because Moose is manhandling Yuta. Hell of a spine buster. Now look at this PCO. The Canadian Frankenstein. And now Moose drops Yuya out over the top rope to the floor.
I would dare say at least 2 or 3 of these guys are going to have to work together to get Moose out. Otherwise, he will be the last man standing.
Oh, look at this. Kenny King coming in at number 26. We're down to the last 4. Saban eliminated by PCO. Talk about history. Kenny King and Jonathan Gresham. I've got to say, for me, the spotlight can't be any brighter than on the fact that Jonathan Gresham eliminated the world champion in under 30 seconds. Roundhouse spinning kick to the face. And now it's Rhino.
Former ECW World Heavyweight Champion, former TNA Heavyweight Champion, and Rhino is an absolute beast. That's why they call him the Man Beast. If anyone's going to take Moose out one-on-one, it would be Rhino.
We've got a lot of beef in this ring right now, ladies and gentlemen. Don't mind telling you. Rhino has just put that target on Moose, and here comes number 28, Eddie Edwards.
A competitor has been eliminated.
And Moose is gone.
Well, PCO had a moment in the spotlight, but then decided to celebrate, and he's doing it right in front of Rhino. Not a good idea.
Number 29, Johnny Swinger. Talk about the luck of the draw. Can you imagine Johnny Swinger winning this whole thing?
It could happen. The odds are definitely in his favor right now.
Jonathan Gresham unloading. The numbers only mean so much, and we've learned that already just tonight alone. Look what happened. The world champion, Josh Alexander, walks in and is dumped out. Say his name, ladies and gentlemen. It is Joe Hendry at number 30. That is the most enviable position you can possibly get. Well, they're all there now. The question is, which one of these men will remain at the end? Eddie Edwards just got dropped on his head, and he's hurt.
I believe I see some blood over the eye of Eddie Edwards, courtesy of Johnny Swinger. Remember, he came in at 29.
Yeah, Edwards is busted open. Hendry taking Rhino down. Oh, take a look at this. Jonathan Gresham has eliminated PCO, and at the same time, Eddie Edwards is gone.
It can happen that quickly. That's what it's all about here in a Rumble. Bodies flying everywhere. You have to have eyes in the back of your head because you don't know what's coming from behind.
We have an odd man advantage right now. Hendry is sitting back and he is regrouping and recalculating, but he got caught by Rhino. Rhino went for the big boot. Nobody was there. Hendry now has got Rhino. What's he going to do with him here? Code breaker.
Fireman carry by Joe Hendry on Rhino. Not something you would expect to see in a match like this.
Jonathan Gresham's been eliminated by Kenny King. And look at this. Joe Hendry took advantage of the distracted Kenny King, and Kenny is pissed. Johnny Swinger, Rhino, Joe Hendry. These are your final three, and one of them will punch their ticket for any title match they want. Joe Hendry now lighting up Johnny Swinger with a couple of big chops, and now gonna put him up on the top rope. This could come down to Joe Hendry and Rhino. It will. Rhino has been in there a lot longer. Will that be the difference? Joe Hendry, that number 30, could that be all it takes?
Well, it doesn't really matter who of these two men wins. If you are Josh Alexander, you know one thing for sure. You have a legitimate contender coming after your title.
There's a gore. Hendry is in trouble. Rhino has him on the ropes. He's going to press him overhead. And Rhino will be going on to take on any champion of his choosing.
Well, this just begs the question of who's it going to be. Will it be the obvious choice that I would personally imagine, which would be Josh Alexander, because who doesn't want to be the world champion?
At the same time, he has been in a tag team with Heath for a long time, and they would love to get those tag team titles. Could be the digital media title. We don't know. We'll find out next week. Thank you for joining us here, ladies and gentlemen, on the Nation Network. This has been Impact Wrestling.